What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with Emberfell, Whispers from the Stars. Once again, this is our D&D 5th edition campaign. And I'm, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick. And we have the full cast and crew with us tonight. So let's see how that goes. By now, hopefully, you know who all of our characters are, because I want to get into some story time. I want to get into this. So, for our sake, since it's been about 2 weeks since we played, I'll do a brief recap of the last episode before we file on in. So, last we left off, the crew here has, through various means, decided to not necessarily infiltrate, but to, at the bare minimum, rescue several individuals. In particular, one of your longtime companions, as well as Velree's former handmaids that she had left within Port Dorona, as traveling with you seems to be quite hazardous, as Nyarla will attest to. Regardless, though, the dwelling of Lord Sin lies within the realm of shadow, the Shadowvale, as it is. And after a ambush at a wedding, a bloody massacre, and vows of vengeance and retrieval, you had to find a way to enter into this space. Fortunately, you did know of at least one way off the top of your heads. There is a tear between the material and the realm of shadow within the Screaming Forest, the woods outside of Brunwood, also home of a former companion, where you had done some decent adventuring and had made some friends, or some allies, at least I should say, and had a relatively good name. You decided to travel there, utilizing a previously, what's the word? I'm not sure what the word is for this, but you used a summoning circle that was not your own and was perhaps owned by a different deity that may or may not want to kill all of you at this point. But after slaying several of its paladins and servants, you forcefully used said circle, traveling yourself to Brunwood to the temple where the other circle was set up. And at said temple, you had a nice relaxing hot springs bath. Velree, of course, was shown to the women's, but then walked over the wall because she had to bathe with the rest of you. After your bathe and your soak, you recovered from any exhaustion, anything that you might have had afflicting you, and felt quite refreshed. You then proceeded into the forest itself, easily finding your way due to the actions of the wizened bugbear woman that you had, the old grandmother druidic figure that you had saved previously, to transport you to the center of the forest, where a long-dead specter of a dragon, Caraxen, the Wraith of the Woods, lied in wait. You were attempting to sneak past said dragon to enter into the rift. Unfortunately, didn't go so well. And a desperate sprint to the hole took place. Managed to get through, transporting yourselves into the Shadowvale, where you appeared to be in almost like a inverse of the material. You found yourself within also a dark wood, much more like swampy and bleak, which is saying something from where you were previously. You found yourself on a plateau, similar to where you were in the material. However, at the edge of this plateau, it overlooked a bone meal desert, where Velree knew across the desert is, in fact, the Palace of Sin, your hopeful destination. However, on the edge of this plateau was the other half of a alien vessel that you had found the other half of in the material forest that appeared to be swarming with strange creatures. You identified them as illithid, but they were not normal. They were gray of skin and bloodthirsty and most obviously undead in some way. A sound pushed them away from all of you, and a figure approached you, possibly not in person, as you found out later. And it appeared to be a illithid or mind flayer, as we know them, of some kind. And it offered some sort of alliance after probing all of your minds and finding that you were, in fact, enemies of Lord Sin, looking to take him down a peg. Because apparently this individual, I think I gave you guys the name, Srazgul was his name, was also not a very big fan of Lord Sin. And he offered an alliance of sort if you would retrieve what he referred to as the One Mind for him. However, you did not want his aid, as he offered a kinship of no other, perhaps a boost in abilities. This is a small little tadpole-like parasite that would have entered into your body and, you know, giving you a psychic awakening. But nobody wanted it. Instead, he tried to kill it. Fortunately, he was not physically present, as he was able to project himself in some way, shape, or form. And when you did, the dinner bell was rung, and a horde of bloodthirsty creatures descended upon all of you. You did manage to fight them off and destroy vast numbers of them, scattering them, fleeing. And that's about where we left off. So currently, you are overlooking the bone meal desert at the top of this plateau. It is somewhere around, I believe we said somewhere around 1,000 feet to the ground. If you choose to climb down, there was an easier climb using the almost squid-like tendrils of the vessel that were hanging over the side. One or two of them actually touching the ground itself. Long, dormant, and covered with sand from this realm, as well as other obvious signs that it had been derelict for who knows how long. The vessel itself appears to be sheared in half, similar to the one you found before at the root of the Red Death. But that's what we're picking up. So all of you have gathered. You've just driven off the horde of crazed creatures, and they've scattered and just made flight. They have fled from all of you, and that's that. So, what would we like to do at this point?
Did we decide if we were going in after him, or were we?
It's up to you guys.
Trying to head down the cliff. I think a good scare did him in. Do we have to go in there? Handle business.
Handle business.
We're the one who knocks. No.
Let's see. If we don't kill him now, he'll be waiting for us when we get back.
Well, it's possible, unless we find a different way out.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
Let's see.
After I make it down this cliff. Take it down the cliff.
What was that?
I choose to go down the cliff.
Well, you're blind.
Just over.
You see nothing.
I mean, it's true.
He's blind up to 120 feet. So that's it. He's got that, and then past that, he's blind. For him, this is an infinite cliff. It goes down forever.
He just sees blackness.
He just
how far is the cliff again? Is it 300 feet?
It's 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. Damn.
This will not be a easy climb, to say the least. Using the tendrils of the ship, it would be easy.
Seems easier.
Yes, it does.
So my only thing is this: is we're strategizing with everyone. If we decide just to head down the cliff, what is to say the zombie elephants won't come crawling down after us as we scale down?
We could just, shine some daylight on them again.
Velree, how did you get out of here before? Like, are there people that are friendly? Like, what are we going towards? Are we going to go starve in the wilderness of bone meal, or is there like a village where they might be friendly? Or what's I didn't think this far ahead.
I guess that's a good question. On my escape out of here,
Mm-hmm.
did I run into any friendlies that helped me get out safely? Or was it just me and my handmaids?
Your handmaids aided you in, let's call it liberating a individual to using certain rites to open a temporary rift to the material for you.
Oh, so we didn't have to deal with all this bullshit.
No, you did not.
We just rifted our ass. Okay, cool. So my answer to you, Zoom, would be, I don't know, but I'm guessing it's all evil. If I had to take a guess, stab in the dark. I'm not thinking there's anything positive down here.
You would know, Velree, that Lord Sin has like a standing army. And he's always doing something. So there's obviously like forces at work on this plane that are not friendly to him. That doesn't necessarily mean they will be allies, but there's more going on than just his stuff.
Okay, I will relay that. It's possible maybe if your charisma, anything's possible with you, Zoom. Let's be real.
It's a double-edged sword if I've ever heard one, but are they going to be like Mr. Tadpole here? Are they...
There's only one way to find out. We're already here. We're not turning back. Let's just dive on in.
Rogar makes a good point about not having them crawl on our heads while we're trying to go down 1,000 feet. Let's just go in. Let's go in. Oh, you're not taught. You're muted.
It's possible they might not. I know some of us aren't the best climbers. I assume I would be climbing. Velree, obviously. I'm probably Rizaya. Tristan Zune. No offense.
It's because we're elves, isn't it, Rogar?
No, Zune. It is because your arms appear to be small.
They are a bit spindly, huh? Just a little thin arms.
And Trista's blind.
Shut up, Trista.
And Trista's also blind. I assume.
You just cannot see, huh?
I assume Velree would carry one of you, and then I would probably carry the other.
Dips on Velree.
On my back, perhaps.
Fist is used to riding on Rogar's back. I can see Rogar's back. Fist.
Someone could tie him to my back, and just sitting there with his arms.
So he's the full C-3PO.
The full C-3PO.
He's just attached.
C-3PO.
Bend his leg at a weird angle.
Turn me around.
All right.
But yes. So either down we go or in we go.
Hopping on Velree's back and with with her permission, hopping on Velree's back and ready to go down.
Okay, so we're scaling down.
I guess
We're
we're
not.
scaling. Sounds like scaling.
We're not
Scaling down.
entering the fractured vessel.
The elaborate trap you
Sounds-
set up for us, no.
I don't know about
Sounds-
elaborate trap. Let's just be honest here.
Okay.
Trap, yes. Elaborate. Yes, not trap.
Okay, I wouldn't call it elaborate. I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Tristan?
Is there like spiny back, Godzilla back on
He
me? Is it gonna hurt?
does have a kind of a spiny back. Yeah, it's not going to be real comfortable. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, 1,000 feet's a long way, so that's a long time to hold on.
You have done it before. Let's be honest,
And
Fritz.
Rosario is
Hold on from
also
the
very
front.
strong.
See?
Huh? He's got the
Usually it's over
gauntlets
his
of
shoulder.
Ogre strength.
No,
eh?
you could,
We've got
you could
rope.
hold on from the front.
We've got
Just-
you could hold on for a foot. It'd be harder to
Yeah.
climb probably, but
Like a koala
Like
bear?
a big hug.
like a koala bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You could lash
Intimate.
yourself to him so he won't
Yeah,
drop
you can lash yourself to me so you don't fall down.
It'd be
Don't
really
worry
cute.
about holding
You
on.
guys should totally do that.
I mean, Tris,
have-
we all know you like being tied up. We can make
Do you
this happen.
have rope? I don't have any rope.
That's a valid point.
Oh, that was a deep cut. Or was it?
Not deep enough.
Yeah, not offended by it, you know?
Yeah, I was about to say.
No.
Tris knows who he is.
Who knows?
I don't have any rope, though.
I'm sure someone
Don't
has
worry.
rope.
We do?
For God,
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd have to be a strong
So-
hug. Oh, wait a minute.
We will begin. I'll have someone lash, I guess, Tris to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll make the knots real tight. Yeah.
Okay. Real tight. Got it.
Ah,
And then Zune is being carried by Velree.
Mm-hmm.
Velree doesn't really have to make checks because she can just walk down the side.
Yeah, let's walk.
So
It's just not uncomfortable to ride on.
there's not
Shouldn't have
much
spines.
there. However,
Nice.
the Rogar and Razire will have to make climb checks.
Okay.
So you will have to make athletics checks, gentlemen.
Okay.
All right.
And for the distance, we will be making a few of these. So I hope you guys roll decently. So this is going to be for the first, we're going to do it in quarters. So this is the first quarter, the first 250 feet down.
All right.
All right. Rolling.
Rolling. Not bad.
Not bad. 16's good. 21 for Rogar. Very good. So both of you pass easily the first 250 feet, and it's taken a little bit of time down. Looking for good handholds, unless you guys are using the pieces of the alien vessel to climb down, in which case the checks will be easier.
So they're
No, I don't trust you. I don't trust you at all. How
It's up
far
to you.
does the tentacle go all the
Rosario
way
would
down?
use whatever.
The
Whatever's
current
easiest.
DC is 15.
That's pretty high.
It's the DC is 10 using the
Using the
tentacles.
alien tech.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we'll use a tentacle then, just to be safe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
see
of
what
course.
happens,
Just
you
to
know?
be
Just to be
safe.
safe. You know?
Let's try it one time, right?
Just
Try
to be
one
safe.
more
What could happen? What's the worst that could happen?
So
Can we try that again? Can we try that one more time?
Using the nautiloid tentacles, you begin to scale down a further 250 feet. I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh, wisdom saving
no.
throw.
This is where it gets you.
Okay.
My life is in your hands.
10 for
10.
Rogar.
Failed.
Love it. Good 15 for Razire.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good roll
15.
for Rogar.
Yeah.
Man. This next 250 feet, as you are climbing down, Rogar, suddenly you stop in your tracks, as your mind is no longer your own.
Oh no.
Something begins to speak with you.
Oh.
cut the excess baggage loose. And Rogar, you begin to grab your dagger and you slice the ropes lashing Trist to your body as he plummets from you.
no!
He immediately just begins to free fall off of
Was I not
Rogar.
right there to like immediately catch him?
No, you weren't, Velree. Trist is falling to his death right now.
Oh,
Sweet
shit.
Jesus.
This is terrible.
I will allow Velree to try to scramble. You will have to make a
Acrobatics?
we'll call this acrobatics test at disadvantage.
A disadvantage.
Well, you're holding zoom.
Polymorph him?
Okay.
Can I polymorph him?
What's the distance on polymorph?
60 feet.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I will allow it if you pass a DC 12 spellcasting ability check. So you'll have to make a charisma check.
Okay, just straight charisma check.
Mm-hmm.
Can I also roll the acrobatics in case? No, because I don't know if she's doing
We'll see what her try it first.
16.
I mean, she passed it. So Velree, you
Okay,
go to
I would-
move. What are you going to polymorph him into?
Something that flies. Probably a bat.
A bat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about the blind thing. Yeah. You
Very
were
fitting.
bad.
Oh,
It has
rude.
echolocation.
Actually-
That's pretty
So
funny.
it's actually better for him.
That's pretty funny.
It lasts for an hour. Good
So
luck.
some-
If he could keep the echolocation.
As Trist is falling,
Mhm.
you reach out with a psalm, and suddenly Trist goes and then turns into a bat. Little wings fluttering. I mean, he's bat size. So he's just flying around. His intelligence just went from up here to like way down here.
Yeah, don't I like gain all the things of the bat now? So I don't
You
even
do.
know. I don't know who I am anymore.
You do. You can tell who allies are, so I'm assuming you kind of like fly around them, but that's about it. Currently, Rogar is dominated right now. So Rogar is not himself.
Just like Boosie.
So what are the rest of you attempting to do? As Rogar is most obviously not himself.
I'm flying around.
Okay, so we can tell.
It was fairly obvious,
he
and there's a
catches Boosie.
strange, like inky darkness
I bet
leaking out
Rosara
of
has
his
something
eyeballs.
he can do. Hold on.
Should I like walk over to him and slap him just to see what happens? You know, a lot of times it's a good slap, does it?
Okay, you're gonna walk over to Rogar and slap him.
What about
I
lesser
don't like the way you said it.
restoration?
I mean, are you gonna try something, Rosire?
Well, I'm asking, like, with lesser restoration.
I mean, I don't know.
The little curse.
We just gotta try and find out.
Why
Is it a
don't you-
curse?
You can.
It's a
I will
curse.
allow you to use your turn to make an Arcana check
Right,
to
well,
see if
well,
you can figure
Hey,
that out.
how about this? How about? Well, okay, yeah, I'll use an Arcana check.
Okay.
It's gonna be with advantage. No.
Not quite.
It's a base level 10.
A 10. Unfortunately, you're not sure, Rosire. You're not sure. There's some kind of tether afflicting Rogar right now. You're
So
not
you know
sure
what?
what it is.
I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Remove Curse and see if it works.
Okay. Before he casts that, are you moving to slap Rogar, Velree?
How far down or how much farther until we reach the bottom?
You are. We'll say that you guys have made it to the 500-foot mark.
Okay.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
You are halfway there.
Whoa, Trist on a prayer.
Trish is fluttering around all of you right now.
Yeah.
The German word for bat is Fledermaus.
That sounds fantastic.
I think, yeah, I mean, not because I wouldn't be smart. Yeah. My natural
Okay.
instinct would be to go slap him. Yes.
You begin to like walk towards Rogar, still holding Zoom,
Yes.
and you just kind of like rear back a hand. Rogar, I would like you to strike Velree with your weapon as she approaches into melee.
Polymorph's concentration, right?
It is.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. You're gonna go reckless, Rogar. So go ahead.
I'm going reckless.
Yes.
That's
You are
a miss.
Dominated!
currently dominated. That's
Oh,
you know,
Twenty-four.
no!
It's gonna be a 23 to hit Velree.
Wait,
Silvery
Master missed though?
barbs.
No.
No, wait,
Silvery
Master.
barbs.
Nope.
No.
Silvery barbs. Zoon's gonna silvery barbs him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll
barbs
one more
me, do I-
time.
Do I have to roll one more time?
Yeah, and you'll still you'll take the second, the next highest. It'd be the 18 or whatever this is.
Okay. 14.
So the 18. 18 would
That's
miss.
not hit.
18 misses. Rogar. Rogar does get 2 attacks though. Go ahead and
Throwing
make
the
your second attack, Rogar.
The advantage onto God. Where would I throw the
Well,
advantage?
you know what? You're holding. You would have to be bracing yourself. So we'll just say 1 attack.
Throwing
I mean, it is a
advantage
great
onto
weapon
Rogar.
that you would normally need 2 hands for. So we'll
That's
just say just
true.
1 attack. With a swing, you kind of like dodge back, Velree. Rogar is certainly not himself at this point. At this point, Razire attempts to cast Remove Curse. Do you have to be touching him, Razire?
I do have to touch him.
Okay.
But
Desire.
oh shit.
We'll move in. And you move to touch him, Razire. You cast Remove Curse. This is
Yep.
within the same turn or whatever. As
Yes,
you cast the spell, using your divine connection.
So, oh, my friend friend Rogar, huh? Are you not feeling so good, huh?
You attempt to remove any like hexes or curse-like afflictions on his person, and there is no effect.
I mean,
It appears that his mind is ensnared, almost like a charm. It would be the next round. And do you attempt to get away from him, Razire?
Well, I cannot go very far. Huh? We are tied to ropes.
But do you attempt to remove yourself from Rogar's immediate threat range?
Either way, I'm probably going to get hit, so I'm not going to go anywhere.
Okay, you're gonna stay still, Razire.
If I leave, he's gonna hit me. If I stay, he's still gonna hit me.
Possibly.
I mean, either way, it's about the same.
So
if I stay, I have the chance to try something else the next time I want to save him.
at this point, this will be the equivalent of the next round coming to fruition.
I never got to try and slap him.
Oh, that's
I mean,
true.
you moved in and then backed away.
Well, you made me back away.
Okay. So you want to try to slap Rogar then?
I did.
no.
I wanted to slap him.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a shot as he tried to swing and missed.
Oh, sounds like a terrible idea. Then, but just saying, it never happened. Okay. With my claw still, or no? 'cause
I mean,
was raiding.
that's more of a
yeah, like an unarmed
Slash
strike,
him.
right? Yeah. I'm
you'd
trying
have to rage
unarmed
for
strike.
that. You can
Yeah,
just
I'm not-
punch him in the face though.
Punch in the face. Can I do it recklessly? Do you let him do it recklessly?
Yeah. I mean, you can do anything recklessly.
Okay.
I mean,
Damn
you wouldn't
it.
need to
Oh, wait,
because he
18.
attacked
I don't think
recklessly.
that doesn't hit you, does it?
18 misses. Though,
Okay,
unfortunately,
right, fine.
Rogar is too defensive. As you attempt to strike him, and there is no effect. He's able to. You just kind of like your hand like smashes against his iron-like hide, and there is no damage. As you pull your fist back, it's hard. he's got hard scales. It would be the equivalent of the next round at this point. And the mind, the Srazgul begins to whisper into Rogar's mind. I will let all of you know that this spell lasts for an hour. I have control of Rogar for an hour. He only gets to make a save during certain situations, and we will continue this until you either get him to make his save or you attempt something else. So it's Rogar's turn now, and Rogar is going to look at Velree and Zoon, and he's going to use his potent breath weapon, and he is going to blast them to smithereens. So go ahead and both of you make dexterity saves. Rogar, go ahead and roll the damage for it. If they pass, they'll take half. So That's a pass for Zune. That's a pass for Velree. They'll take half.
19 DC.
So, what would have been 54 points of cold damage is reduced to 27. And I will need Zoom to make a concentration check. The DC is, so half of 27 is 13.
That doesn't do it, but I have advantage.
Oh, you just got
do
it.
I have any luck?
You got it. At 13, that's what you needed. Yep.
Okay, thank
You
God.
did 13. You got it. Slip for a moment, but then reassert yourself. You're like, it's so cold. That's
We're about
Rogar's
to have
turn.
words.
What would the next person like to do?
I'd like to cast Greater Restoration if I have enough of that Ember.
Why don't you give me an Arcana check real fast?
Arcana check, yay. Please be decent. Decent, 22.
22. Okay. So
Holy shit.
let me give you some details here. So Rogar's under a similar effect to a high level spell called Dominate Monster. So this is a charm. While he is ensnared like this, there is no way to break the snare without damaging the individual. If you damage them, they are allowed to make the save again. That is the only way it is broken, unless you can dispel the very high level magic. And it is an 8th level spell.
I would like to try my divine intervention.
Sure. All right. Yeah, Resire, go ahead and try.
It's
It's possible. It is possible.
I beseech upon you, huh?
Only D100.
D20, right? Yeah.
D100, no D20.
No, D100, right. Okay,
D100.
hold on. I got this. Hold on.
You have to roll under your level, so you're 16.
Yeah, under 16. Mm-hmm. Go, y'all. Damn it. She does not hear me.
43.
I'm so sorry, Rogar. Can I try and smack him?
That's your action for this
That was
round.
my action, okay.
Yeah. So, Zune, Velree, is there anything you guys want to try?
I have an idea.
What's your idea,
I don't
Zune?
think it's a good idea. It's gonna be horrible. Feeble
That has
mind.
literally never stopped us.
Feeble mind? Is it
Yeah,
concentration?
I mean, we don't have to hurt him too bad.
It is
Just a little
not.
pain.
It's instantaneous. It's
Okay.
not concentration.
Um.
And it can be fixed with Greater Restoration.
Can I
Yeah.
throw a
I
javelin
have,
at him
right?
first?
Do we have... Oh, we'll do what?
So.
Couldn't hear.
Maybe I just like throw like a javelin or something at him, you know?
It'd break his mind, make him follow us down, and then give his mind back to him. But nah, you're right. We should. If just hurting him will do it, I don't have to break his
Yeah, I
mind.
mean, we don't have to go so hard, you know, just like a little.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, and just a little bit of pain, right? That was
Go
what
hard.
I got out of it.
Go
just
hard
a
all
little
the way.
pain.
I just want
He
to.
did attack me, even if he
So-
wasn't in his right state of mind.
So, Velree, you're just gonna throw like 2 javelins at him?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an attack roll against him. You do have advantage because he was reckless previously.
Nice.
26
to hit.
definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Rogar. Remember, I gave you advantage from Silvery Barbs, Rogar.
You did. So 7 points of damage, Rogar. Go ahead and make another wisdom save. The DC is 16, Rogar.
Ooh, that's tough.
I
Go ahead,
bardic
make it save.
inspiration him.
I don't know if you can inspire him right now because he's not friendly.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yes.
So just straight roll.
No, you get it. He gave you advantage from silvery barbs. So yeah, you have advantage.
Okay. All right, then I'll roll it. Ooh, I need it. 17.
17, got it. A javelin pierces into Rogar's shoulder. He goes, and like shocks himself out of it. Suddenly, the connection breaks. And you, as you're touching the large squid-like tendril that you were using to climb down Rogar, you realize that like there are like some like purple like veiny threads that kind of like pull out of your hand and like go back into the tentacle itself.
Get off that tentacle, bro.
I will skitter off to the side of the tentacle. Oh, I'm sorry, my friends. I don't know what came over me. I was having the most wonderful dream. Never mind.
When you were killing us.
No,
you went all Black Lotus, Superman.
I threw Trist off my back and shot at Zune, and it was great.
We're in your dream. Throwing Trist off your back and taking a shot at me? Tell me more, Rogar.
As you say this, Rogar, you realize Trist is not attached to you anymore. You're like, whoops.
Trist! Oh, no, not like this.
Bat fluttering by you.
Away from me, Bat. I'm grieving.
Guess Trist is dead now.
Matt is blind, so I wouldn't know. You know?
God, it'd be awesome if you smacked it and he just appeared and falls. Fantastic. Well, you've made it halfway down. I'm glad we took that little distraction there.
I know I should climb those tentacles.
I was going to have you, if they were going to leave you alone, Srazgul was going to have you climb back up and enter into his domain. That was next.
Does Tristy Bat, does he know to follow us down? He could just fly now, huh? Come on, Trista. We fly down. You're right. It'll be fine.
Fine.
How long can he be a bat? As long as you want him to be a bat.
An hour.
Right? An hour.
Yeah.
You'll have to cast it again at an hour if you don't make it down
I'm
in
not
time.
gonna know when it's up.
Can we get him? I don't even know how to like.
He can tell you're friendly, so he's kind of like flying around.
He should have turned him into a mouse first, and then he could have just ridden down on.
So he could just plummet into his death as a mouse.
Death even faster.
Well, he would have just been. He would have just been on Rogar's shoulder or in his pocket.
Too late. Dead.
Next time.
All right.
I need athletics
Oh.
checks from Rogar and Rosire again. DC is 15 since we're not using the tentacles.
You think I was gonna stop using the tentacles?
16 from Rogar and 22 from Rosire.
Rosire's not very smart. He would kept using the tentacles.
Oh, you're gonna keep using them?
No, I'm not gonna keep using the tentacles.
Okay. So you successfully climb down to another 250 feet. So you have one more section left. Last set of rolls, gentlemen. One more athletics check to get to the bottom.
Tootsie Roll Pop, 20.
And Rogar fails.
Rogar does
final 250 feet, he fails.
He's gonna fall.
He's calling, and then he slips. Oh!
Can he try to grab for a tentacle?
I hit the ground.
Come on, let him try and grab for a tentacle.
Polymorph again.
If you polymorph him, Trist will no longer be polymorphed, and Trist will be falling
You're
to
right.
50
feet. You're right.
Velree,
Man.
if Velree wants to try to make, if Velree or Rosire want to try to make a save.
To do what? I got this.
To try to grab Rogar. You will need to make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check.
I'm probably better than you.
The DC is 15.
I have a plus 13.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, you do it. You definitely try.
How do you have a plus 13? That's insane!
Because she's probably got expertise.
That's crazy.
You said is that disadvantage?
Wow.
No, you don't have. Well, yeah, you do because you're holding Zoom. Yeah. Unless you want to drop Zoom, which I'm fine with.
Jesus.
I'm just letting you know.
I feel like
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
pass no matter what.
By the way, you're all gonna die tonight.
Even at disadvantage, it's still a 25.
Yeah, that's
Did you have a bad
so
week,
you're
Anthony?
fine. No.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh my god.
I mean, it would have been a
As-
critical otherwise. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
no.
come on.
So no issue whatsoever.
A 33 on a
Very,
Oh yeah, no, you look like Cirque du Soleil.
very
I told you I like to parkour.
very elegantly
Parkour.
swings over and grabs a hold of Rogar, easily holding both him and Zune in place. He's like, oh, and then reattaching him to the wall before climbing down. All of you flutter to the bottom at this point.
Yeah, vampire died.
Trist is
Yay.
fluttering just as time runs out, and he falls about 2 or 3 feet face first into the dirt.
Yes.
His face comes up. It's
Do
just
you recall your
chalk.
time as an animal when you come back from?
I guess you would, in a
I
way.
don't I don't know how that
Strangely.
All of a
But-
sudden, everything is quiet again. You can't hear so good.
Trist comes up, and his face is just chalk white with dust. It's in his mouth. It's all over his face. It's all over his clothes. And Trist has found out why they call this the Bone Meal Desert, because it is literally made from powdered bone. It has a very unique taste as it touches the flex of his tongue.
Got something on your face, Trist.
I
Just
can't
little.
see it. What is it? What's on my face?
It's people.
Face money.
Begins to brush himself off. You all gather at the bottom of the plateau. You find yourself in a sprawling, sandy-like expanse under the oh-so-present, dark skyline. It's strange. There appears to be almost no passage of time, as there are no clouds to really mark anything, and the 3 moons don't appear to even move from where they sit. Strangely enough, they do appear to be getting closer together, though, even from just the time that you've been here. Odd, to say the
Velree?
least.
Tell me about your moons. Is that normal?
She spent most of her
I
time
don't even
in
know
the
if
tower.
I was outside all the time. I ripped it out.
Oh.
She was kind of like Rapunzel, for being honest.
Yeah. She was not
Rapunzel had a window.
Yeah, well,
I did not have a window. I'm so
sorry
sorry.
to have
You did not have a window. It's fair. So, okay, I'm just curious. How the hell did you escape?
I made friends with my handmaids. They loved me, I loved them. We worked out a deal, and yeah, we convinced someone to let us go through time and space.
Is that someone still here?
And what do you mean by I liberated them, by the way?
Let's just say that a deal was made,
Yeah, okay.
and a certain blood witch was tasked with utilizing a very one might call it dark ritual to open up a rift to the material realm temporarily for you.
So, did I promise them or give them some? Are they gonna...
Something was given, not from you,
Okay.
from your handmaids in particular.
Oh, my poor sweet girls. Okay.
Dick, what was it?
Oh
What
God.
the hell did you do, Velree?
Listen, it's a dark place. I don't know
This is dark
how much I can tell you this.
Now you're justifying it? Like, you haven't even told me, but you're justifying? Okay, it's fine. We can keep going. We can keep going through this bone desert that you said this was the most dangerous path forward, right? But the quickest, so Rokard is not bothered because he's not squishy like some of us.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any civilization along the way at all?
Literally don't
What
even
are
know.
what are we gonna eat, guys? Tris, can we rest in your mansion? Is that still a thing we can do?
Oh yeah.
As long as I don't spend the spell slot to do it beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's food there, I think.
Wait.
Right?
Yeah, there is food. You just can't take it outside of the.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But was I allowed
Carb
to
load.
drink the blood of the people? I wasn't allowed to.
They're not real people.
They
Not
don't
real
have
people.
blood, so unfortunately,
That's right.
you cannot gain sustenance from that. I'm sorry.
So where's my food? Okay.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, that jerky.
You do have people jerky. You brought it with
People
you,
jerky.
Yummy.
and you will
Might
need
all have to eat
consume
some of
that,
this.
or you will have some hexes that you're on cast upon you. Regardless, though, are you guys making camp, or are you guys just going to keep pushing forward?
What
I'm
time
assuming
is
we're
it
pushing
roughly?
Forward. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
It's
it's
hard
super
to
late.
see. This is where it gets
Hard to
weird.
tell.
It's hard to track time. There is no day and night cycle here. There is just
Are we-
darkness.
we tired?
Perpetual darkness. It's strangely enough, it's almost like the twilight, though. So you can still, it's almost like being under a full moon at all times. You can still see, but it's dark. Always.
I'm assuming we're still make way a little bit, unless
Okay.
yeah. At least for a little
Why
bit.
don't I have
Away from the-
away from the
Tentacle
from the nautiloid? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean that makes sense to me. As you move away from it, I'm gonna need someone to make me a survival check.
I would assume Velree or myself.
Yeah,
Plus
somebody's
6.
better at it than me.
What do you have?
+5.
That's 6.
Yeah.
Nobody's better at you than ever.
Why are you so bad, Velree's?
Oh.
We're gonna start calling it Velree
I better
soon.
persuasion.
Mary soon.
She's better in every way. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
17.
17.
Okay. Velree, you somewhat take the lead in this endeavor, being not necessarily native from this plane, but held here for quite some time. You're not even sure how much time, to be exact. But utilizing your somewhat knowledge of maps and other things that you'd seen throughout your time spent in the Palace of Sin, you are able to kind of pick out what you think might be the right direction to navigate to your ultimate destination. And as you do, you begin to navigate the dunes, the sprawling dunes. Down here below, there's almost like some mountainous kind of like hills and whatnot on the edges, far edges of the desert that just show up as just little specks in the distance. But importantly, Velree, with your 17, which was only 2 above what you needed, you do remember a couple things that were told to you about the desert itself. The desert is not just a hazardous expanse because there is nothing to sustain yourself throughout its reaches, but also because there are foul things that dwell beneath its sands.
Perfect.
Things that Lord Sin deemed hazardous enough not to move his troops through. All of his expeditions are to move around the desert itself. Keeping a tentative eye out on possible threats. You make decent time for now. But you're less... what's the word? Your more flesh and blood companions, Velree, are beginning to feel the extent of their exhaustion, as the equivalent of night would be coming on in the material realm at this point. So you guys can either keep pushing, or you can stop and rest.
Also, you said that they would typically go around the desert like It's probably like how wide is it? Like, is there any
It
way
is.
we redirect course here?
It is vast,
Yeah.
to say
Okay.
the least.
Yeah. And whatever lies beneath, like, since I know about it, I would be on the lookout for that already, right? And
Basically, you kind of just inform your party about the possible threats that might lie within the desert itself.
Yeah. Just to know, was there certain, like, would I be looking out for sounds or like tracks or?
Walk without rhythm, right?
What was described to you was gargantuan creatures that roamed the sands and swallowed regiments whole.
Love that. Okay.
It's going to turn blue. Is this going to be... Okay, Velree, thank you for letting us know now.
Anytime.
Anytime. Anytime indeed. So we're resting?
Chris, could you make your mansion happen?
Yes.
How dare you? You
Takes
bastard.
me 1 minute.
Thank you.
I mean, it takes me 1 minute, so if we get attacked by a sandworm in this 1 minute.
As Trist begins to move his hands and incant the words and kind of like flail out the various runes and glyphs that divert space-time into his rather magnificent mansion, one might say. As he does, the door is brought forward and all of you are able to pass within. A meal is served by these spectral, almost ethereal-like unseen servants, and all of you are able to eat your fill, drink, and sleep for the night.
Hey, sounds like a long rest to me.
We can skip to the next day unless there's something you guys want to do within the mansion itself.
I'd like to cast, I don't know how useful it'll be, but just non-detection on Velree before I go to bed.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so she'll get 8 hours. It is only 8 hours, right?
No. Yeah, it's only 8
hours.
But
8 hours of non-detection. I will say, Zune, you would know that you are currently not. When you're within the mansion, you are on a different plane of existence. So unless they are capable of, which they very might well, if they are capable of scrying or finding an individual through different planes, this would be beneficial. If not, then it's overkill. But you're not sure, Zoom.
Better safe than sorry.
You cast non-detection on Velree before all of you get your rest. Velree has to consume some man jerky at some point, which she does. And
I like it.
I'm sure Velree does like it, enjoys every moment of it. But all of you awake the next morning refreshed and ready to venture out into the desert. As Trist is the last person to leave the mansion, Trist, as you are about to step out of your majestic realm that you've crafted over years
my
of study,
plantation home,
you feel a tap on your shoulder, Trist. You turn with empty eyes.
I can't see you. Who are you?
You say that.
Let me feel your face.
A voice speaks out. Well, Trist.
Oh, yes.
I see that we can share the same space as it is. Interesting to say the least. Where are you at this moment, my friend?
I feel like I'm in hell. Hell.
Oh, that can't be true. Have you traveled to the Nine?
Have I?
I mean, you're not in the nine hells, no.
I know.
So,
I'm just saying high level.
You're not sure actually if you have or haven't.
Tiefling Triss and his cyberpunk.
Yeah, no, you maybe you have and you don't realize it. You're not sure.
I will say it is glad to hear your voice.
Oh, that is, I appreciate it, my friend. I needed to inform you of some developments.
Oh.
First and foremost, it appears that our enemies are on the move. Great strides, rifts, ripples throughout the material are taking place. Whatever you're doing here, do it in due haste, my friend. We are needed once again.
I know. I have to do things for other people sometimes. Hopefully this won't take too long, and then we can go back to saving the world.
Where exactly are you?
The Shadow Realm? I'm in the Bone Meal Desert.
You've traveled to the Shadow Vale.
Yeah, there's a portal in the Whispering Wood, the Shrieking Forest.
Be careful, my friend. Be careful indeed. That is the realm of a twisted creature.
Yeah, I've already met one of them. It tried to make a deal with us, but it seemed like a one-way deal on that part. And then I fell off a cliff.
You don't quite understand, my friend. This is a goddess of sorts.
Goddess? I was told it was a man.
Oh, no. Very much untrue. A goddess rules those lands and fights for supremacy. Be careful. Do not be drawn in. Do not be tempted.
Luckily, I have a man of God on my side.
The gods are fickle, Trist. Trust in your teachings, trust in your knowledge. They will serve you well.
Yes.
We need you. I need you. To be done with this place as soon as possible. Come find me when you can, when you are done.
I will. Hopefully no more than a day. 2 tops.
Very well.
And you don't sense his presence nearby any longer, Trist.
Did they hear me? Can they hear me having that conversation?
Nope, they already left.
Oh.
You're just kind of in the mansion by yourself right now.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well, as I walk out the door, shut it, disappears.
Yes. As soon as you walk out, it just the spatial magic that's holding it open just folds in on itself and disappears.
Well, I just had an interesting conversation with myself.
Triss.
Everyone shakes their head. Not surprising.
Apparently, I was told to watch out for a goddess that rules these lands. Now, a goddess and Lord Sin don't seem to be the same person.
Well, we've talked about this goddess before, right?
Briefly, I think we did.
Yeah.
I think the cat told us about it.
Was that it? I can't remember where it came from.
I think it was Kitty. We knew. We had knew.
Is that cat still here?
Tyndalos?
I can pull her out. Oh, him. Oh.
Him, her. You're not really sure.
Androgynous cat.
Androgynous. Yeah, I feel like we need to know more. Maybe our man of God.
Yeah. And also going to slap non-detection on Velree.
Okay.
My religion is not the highest.
You summon
Tyndalos?
Yes.
I'll wait for Razire. I'll wait for Razire to see what he knows.
So I'll allow you to make a religion check, Razire.
All right. Razire will make a religion check. Oh, that's very poor.
No.
I need to change my dice.
Zaya
Pull
has
out
very little
Tentacle.
knowledge of this goddess. She is surely not as mighty as his own.
No.
Pulling out Tentacle. Holy shit.
You summon Tentacle. As you strum on the lover's lute,
Oh no, what have I done?
what ventures forth is slightly bigger than what you saw before. About the size of like a medium-sized dog is a ethereal cat, much larger than before.
Your
Same
snuggles.
kind of like pattern as he pops forward, and he like almost like a mountain lion, kind of like stretches, kind of looks around, looks up at you, Zune.
You've appeared different.
I suppose. You hear in your mind.
Right. I'll unpack that later. What do you know of the goddess of this realm?
Many things. Many secret things. Things left unsaid.
I imagine you originally were meant for her.
I was meant for many things. I was taken, I was shaped.
You have to speak in riddles, cat.
Only
How
Zune
do
can
we
hear
avoid-
him.
Ah, damn
her,
it.
it.
How do we avoid her ire?
The creature that calls this realm home seeks a passion best left alone. Watch your words. Watch your desires. And then you will not draw her ire.
I'm not the party for this, but okay. Thank you. Would you like to stay out for a little bit?
I think I'll stretch, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. Let him stretch. And long. And I'm
Pads along, walking. You see him kind of like dip in and out of the sands occasionally.
a massive litter box. Hey, it's great. I'm going to repeat that poem.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm letting you guys know what I just heard.
Well, he also mentioned that there are all kinds of realms opening up, and we better get out of this place as soon as we can.
Okay. Watch your words. Watch your desires. Seeks a passion.
And don't forget Desire. Ooh.
Oh.
Rogar just.
I feel like you've just earned respect. You've earned some bard respect. Well done.
I was thinking.
Cool.
I was thinking, maybe we should release the serpentine out for a little.
There we go.
It's good for 8 hours, but then you can't use it again for 2 days.
That is true.
But in this desert, maybe you can like scout ahead.
Should we save it for the big fight?
It is a large creature, so
Yes.
someone can ride it.
That is true. Only one someone?
Usually only one. None of you
Never
are
ending
like
story style.
Exactly. None of you are like small. If somebody was small, then I'd say 2. But no,
I mean, I'm pretty light.
you're not a small creature though. I'm thinking like a gnome or a halfling
Yeah.
or something like that.
Well, yeah, we either use it now or save it for the big fight. But also, it could take a couple days to get to the big fight. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows what's
By
gonna
then, the
happen?
mortal realm will be destroyed.
Mortal realm could be destroyed. It's
It
true.
could help. It could help with scouting, so we could fly up, and kind of The
We'll just
greater
live here
swath of
then.
land.
Just live here. Sure, why not?
Just live here. We'll have to kill off Lord Sin, and then we will live here, and we will worship a new goddess, and we've got a backup plan. This is the backup plan.
Does Velree have a
All
general
right.
idea of where we're supposed to go? Or
She has a general idea of the direction. Yes.
Okay, I guess we're kind of walking as we're doing this.
Yeah.
In that general direction. Okay.
Are we summoning the owl?
If the group decides it's best to use it now. I mean, I'm up for using it now or saving it for the big fight.
I don't think it's supposed to be much.
Yeah, I mean, it says, which then I have to, let me see how many hit points in the owl.
It doesn't have many. It's the equivalent of a giant owl. It's supposed to be a serpentine owl. That's what the figure looks like.
Giant owl only has
it's not very
19
beefy.
hit points. So I say we use it now.
Okay. Who is going to ride said owl?
Man.
You know, I am familiar with flying.
Of course you are, Rosar.
Yep.
So I can fly the owl. The giant
Rosar
owl.
gets on the giant owl's back.
Yank
Flies
them
up.
off. I'm
I
kidding.
also have
Into
some
the-
animal handling, so you know.
Sure.
Oh.
You won't
Okay.
need it because
Okay.
you summon the creature. It's basically a sentient ally.
Gotcha.
But Rosire, I need you to give me a perception test. You will have
All right.
advantage since you are flying.
Advantage on perception, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Here it comes. 16.
16. That's not bad. 16 is not bad at all. Doing some scouting from above as the rest of the crew trudges along. Rosire, you spot what can only be described as one of the many dunes moving up ahead, quite literally.
Like a.
Like it looks like the sand is moving, or
That's
the bone
probably
meal.
That's probably not good.
It's like an entire dune that's somewhere around, I don't know, maybe a couple 100 feet long, is moving and shifting.
Well, that's probably concerning.
Mm-hmm.
And given the fact that aren't we like trying to stave off the apocalypse right now?
Possibly.
And so I would return that reconnaissance. Oh, Rosar has returned with the reconnaissance, huh? It's a French word, you know.
As Rosire imparts his findings to the crew, you were able to avoid initially whatever hazard may have been walked across this first 8 hours of your journey. The owl then returns to its more docile figurine state. The next half of the day, are we still venturing forward? Yes,
Can we see like the edge of the desert yet though?
you're not sure.
Okay.
Can you use Whately?
I mean, I can. What's the purpose?
So that he can scout ahead as well. In his
Yeah.
owl form.
Yeah, we can be other. Yeah.
He can only go so far, but we can try it.
Okay.
I think it only works like 100 feet, though.
You can see through his eyes as far as he can see. Now, he can only be 100 feet from you.
Yeah.
But, seeing as how you can't see at all, but he can see fine because he has eyeballs. As you summon Whately, and the creature is brought back to fruition. It despises its non-cat-like form, but yet you keep it trapped in this owl state of being. It flies up into the sky and gives a gander. Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception test at advantage using Whately's stats, Trist.
+1.
+1. Fantastic.
There.
It's an 18, dear Lord. Trist, suddenly with eyeballs, looking through Whately's eyes, begins to pick out many things up ahead, including the fact that the shifting mound that Razire described appears to be following your group. It's a back a ways, but it's definitely moving, following, stalking even, beneath the sands.
They're like rolling stealth checks. Like, how do you stealth sand? Telling you walk.
Are you guys going to attempt to slow down and move more stealthily?
I am.
You are?
Maybe get eaten. I don't know.
Could we like zigzag and ducking down?
Are you guys gonna? Are you splitting away from each other? Are you gonna split the party
No.
5 ways?
I mean,
No.
Everyone stand 30 feet apart.
You've been walking for 16 hours. You get the idea that you think the edge of the desert at this point from your scouting you just did. If you were walking or moving quicker, you think you could get there in probably another 8 hours to the edge of the Bone Meal Desert. You see it gives way to like rocky steps. You've been walking for 16 hours.
So basically a full day's worth of
Yes, you have.
surgery.
So it's decision time. You can either attempt to rest, or
Mansion.
you can press forward. If you press forward, you will have to make a like a Constitution check to stave off exhaustion.
I was gonna say we about to get exhausted.
Could you open your mansion up again, please, Trust?
Yeah, I don't sleep.
1 minute, please.
1 minute. One says. 1 minute.
Fingers
Just
crossed.
ready, just a minute.
You know what? How about we take a group stealth
It's-
check real fast?
It's so lovely for Tristan to
Yes.
make us this house every
Since
time
we're-
that he cannot even see himself.
Since we're
Glorious
stopping,
house, that
you
Tristan.
know?
Group stealth.
14 from Trist.
Group
17 from Velree. It's a 7 from Rogar. Love it. That's natural
stealth.
one might say. 19 from Zune. How about Razire? 13 from Razire, not
Yeah.
bad. Your cumulative check is pretty good, even despite Rogar's obvious blunder. I have to make a perception test for the mound. Okay. As Trist begins to form and twist the glyphs and fracture time to open up the portal to his realm, you begin to feel a tremor in the earth. The sand beneath your feet begins to shake and move. And Trist finishes the glyphs as the door appears, just as the mound looms closer and closer. But you have just enough time to duck inside the safety of the mansion before anything untoward has happened to you.
Perfect, Trist. Yay.
Full night is spent resting, relaxing, eating, drinking.
Throwing non-detection on her again.
Okay, no problem. You get another long rest if you need to refresh anything. Another day has passed. As you all leave the mansion, unless you have something, does anybody need to do anything or have a conversation or anything of that sort?
That was just
That's
one full day without the owl, right?
Yes. So
now we're almost okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it comes back at this point if you need it. As you leave the mansion, you cast on detection on Velree. I'm gonna need everyone to make another stealth check.
Oh, I can't do it 2 times in a row. That's good.
Surely.
I knew it. I can't do it 2 times in a row.
A 13 from Trist. 20 from
I'm gonna try to use lucky.
14 from Zune. 9 from Rosier.
9 from Rosier. It's that heavy armor.
20 from Velree. Now, do you want to take the natural 1, Zune?
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
I don't, but I don't know if I get a choice.
I mean, you unfortunately...
Do I have a choice?
You do get to pick with lucky.
Okay, thank God. Then yes, I'll take the prior one, please.
I hate it so.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Bless you.
Alright, your lowest score is a 9 with Rosier. But your cumulative's pretty high, actually. You sense a rumbling once again as the ground seems to move beneath your feet. Instinctually, Rogar, you have visions of some giant creature beneath the very earth itself. Perhaps fragments of time spent in the frozen wastes where you had grown up, battling massive creatures and the horrors that lie within. As the shifting continues, you all begin to kind of like be as quiet and still as possible. And the rumbling stops. What do you do?
Sweat. What does
Move
Wade
on,
say?
Does the rumbling feel like it is all around us, or is there...
It's hard to pinpoint. The very sands were moving, like beneath your feet and around you.
Does Waitley see anything?
You summon Waitley?
Yes.
You summon Waitley, Zune?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking Triz.
It takes, it's going to take some time.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize.
Once you have it summoned, you can just, as long as it doesn't
I don't have to do the ritual time for it?
No, once you have it summoned, it's just summoned until it gets destroyed. And you can choose to kind of like blink it in and blink it out at that point.
Then you roll a perception.
So you summon Waitley. He flies up. Go ahead and roll me a perception test at advantage.
Well, that's not good.
7. No, it is not. Waitley flies up. Doesn't see much. Just sees the still sands around you.
We're walking.
All right.
Are we walking at a normal pace or a quiet pace? Quiet? If you walk slowly, it will double your time.
16 hours. I say let's walk normally.
Okay. You begin to move. Do you keep Waitley out, Trist?
I mean, yeah, he flies around.
He's just kind of flying around. You can look through his eyes at any time, should you choose. He could sit on your shoulder, and you could see through his eyes all the time if you'd like. Regardless, though, you all begin to move forward. As you do, you feel the rumbling beneath your feet every so often, almost as if something is searching for its prey, but can't quite find it. Elusive. Hours pass in this state of like unknowing what's going to happen next. But nothing ever happens. And you see the edge of the Gomil Desert. As you do, the sands give way to this. It's almost like black rock, almost like what's the word? It's almost like shiny. And
like obsidian?
Like obsidian. Yeah, kind of like that. And it's just cracked in various places. It's not like a single piece, but just rocky kind of like steps like material that you see stretching up before you for quite a ways. But you do see on the cusp of you're not sure how long the travel will be, but you do see a small structure in the distance. Obviously not part of the terrain. It doesn't look natural. It looks man-made, somewhat. And Velree would give you the idea that that is, in fact, the Palace of Sin. And as you pick it out, that is where we're going to take our first break.